This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. In the case of a recent missing German 62-year-old Hans-Peter Walter Mack in Pattaya, investigations have seen several twists in the past 24 hours, as it's been confirmed that his remains have been found in a freezer in a home previously rented by a fellow countryman on the Chok Chai Garden Home 1 village estates. This as Fabulous 103 reporters reviewed our news articles over the past decade, discovering a second twist to the saga, inasmuch as we reported back in February 2018 on a case which is likely related to his demise. Then a German, also named as Hans-Peter Walter Mack, of the same age and body built, was arrested in our region after being found in close association with young women, well under the age of 18. At that time, police reported that he'd been arrested at a local room where officers discovered a 15-year-old dressed only in a towel. With his recent disappearance, along with his current wife offering a reward of 3 million baht for his return, and press reports indicating that 2 million had been withdrawn from his bank account very recently, the case is far from being concluded. Missing since last Wednesday, the huge effort to neutralise any source of identity given to his vehicle prior to it being abandoned is seen as the work of a person or persons who had planned the disposal well in advance. Seats, dashboards, door handles, gear and brake levers all sprayed with chemicals that would mask DNA and of course fingerprints. A separate report on this incident will be available on YouTube within a short while. With our news intended for all audiences, the graphic descriptions associated with this report are not suitable for young listeners and will be available to an adult audience only. Until Monday, the public had been encouraged to believe that he had been out on a business-related call. Now it's suggested that he could have been away from home for other reasons. Without doubt, the location where the vehicle was found was always likely to have been a red herring, a move designed to put off investigators. We confirmed the alleged link to the old Fabulous 103 news broadcast from February 2018, and it's unlikely that his case ever reached a court hearing, as there's no record of sentence or deportation. This week, 2 expats have been called in for questioning, along with a woman. All have refused to comment and engaged lawyers. Police diligently reviewed CCTV tapes at the weekend, leading them to the house, after clips showed apparent Westerners transporting a freezer there in a black pickup. All had abandoned the house by the time police searched. Locals told police of a previous German tenant who stayed at the address for just 3 months. In other news, 2 people died and close to a dozen were injured when an overpass being constructed in Bangkok's Lat Krabang district collapsed on Monday evening whilst under construction. The collapse at 6 on Monday night happened during a time of heavy traffic, and reports indicate that a crane tipped over after being used incorrectly to raise girders, seeing its load crash to the regular highway below. Yesterday, the Supreme Court of Thailand sentenced the ex-chief of Thailand's Department of Special Investigations to 2 years jail time, following a series of hearings initiated by former Prime Minister Appasit and former Deputy Prime Minister Suthep, both charging him with fraudulently pursuing the two and claiming that they had committed murder by virtue of their position in society during political violence involving red-shirt demonstrators 13 years ago. The court agreed that he was not authorised to investigate the two and that, in their opinion, his actions were politically motivated. In Suratani, a 30-year-old British man, Zach Smith, has been arrested at the behest of Britain's Scotland Yard. Here on an overstay, his visitor visa had expired. Smith will be deported directly back to the UK, where he faces charges that he defrauded the Football League and licensed media out of £7 million, around 30 million baht. This as he, along with others, streamed football and other television shows in an illegal online TV website over the course of 5 years. It's likely that his swap of a beachside home on Koh Samui for a cell in a UK prison won't be short-term, as his pals were previously sentenced to 30 years jail time there. The Energy Regulator Commission is reviewing 3 options that would see it recoup losses incurred during the spike in power prices over the past 12 months. Despite fuel prices now returning to a lower level, subsidies are expected to be clawed back in price hikes that could see businesses suffer and homeowners too. Best case of the 3 is a tariff of close to 4.5 baht per unit. Worst, a whacking 6 1/3, this between September and the year end. The 5th anniversary of the rescue from flooded Chiang Rai caves that saw 12 youngsters recovered by a multinational team of experts was marked by a gathering at the cave entrance this week, seeing the lads, now in their late teens, along with their coach, show respect and admiration to all, including the late provincial governor who recently passed away. It was back in 2018 that the group began an ill-advised adventure into the caves, seeing them trapped as flood waters rose quickly and international experts freely offering support and effort here alongside their Thai counterparts. And with the Met Office promising highs today of just 31 degrees, dropping down to 28 with the real feel of 38 in the sun, we're also predicted to see thunderstorms around in the morning and maybe throughout the day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.